This video is intended for adults and children upwards the age of 14. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to the Nerd Crate. In today's little nerdism fix for you, I got Transform and Rollout 01 Agent Meister. Those that know me know I got my jazz already, the IDW G1, by Generation Toys called J4ZZ. Also interesting, but thanks to my man Dan from Sentinel Bay Reviews, we can check that guy out today. Welcome back, guys. So like I said, I already have my share of jazz, but since we got several G1 out there, because we got the Marque toys. I don't know what the name of this actually is, but the alternate mode is a little bit, it's not that clean, you know. And we have a few Legends ones, but since everybody thought, like Masterpiece Official, everybody thought that not Hound and especially not RC would come. Everybody thought that Jazz would come, but that wasn't the case. So from the clean side, and maybe also from, I don't know, not be really proportionate wise, you know, but also sponsor wise and everything, I think this could be the way to go. He's a little weird. Like his alternate mode is a little too pimpin' for me, you know, like he's got silver rims and it says Dunlop and they're chrome and all, and like I said, all these sponsors are on there, and the special edition cat hair, not to forget. But I don't know, the wheels are so big, you know? It's weird, and the engineering is, dare I say it, weird? I dare say it. So we check that guy out. Let's see how fast we can do it this time. But of course, at first, let's check about on the packaging. We got a very slim and also very simple box, only cardboard, nothing embossed, nothing partially varnished. We got a retro grid in the background, Meister, aka Jazz, inbot and alternate mode, transform and roll out, the logo, everything. Porsche 935 Turbo, that's always nice. Rotated, H16 Plus, very important. Rotated to the left, a nice, more action styled, a little bit profile shot with the logo and the name. Again, rotate to the left, all the stuff on the background, what we can do with our accessories, a little bit simple shot from the front, a little bit with the background, that's all nice. And again, rotate to the left, his alternate mode, and on top, transform and roll out, Agent Meister, always says Special Operations Saboteur, that's also interesting, and below, the usual warning messages. So, to the box, there's nothing to it, and I would love to say to you that you can at least have it as a library kind of style where you can collect all the boxes, but it's the only figure. I mean, for those that didn't know, this guy roamed the interwebs for I don't know how long, because this was originally called Hova, H-O-V-A, and it was supposed to be the Jazz, and when it was released it was like, okay, guess it's fine, but nah. So I'm kind of with that, but at least it was released. That's something we can say for this one, but not for many others. Yeah, well, with this. And here we got all the contents out of the box, and I would say we just go down the line, starting with the instructions. Somewhat of a hybrid between an actual booklet and a fold-out thing, because it's styled as a booklet, but it is a fold-out thing. So, same style as on the box. On the back, we already start with the transformation, and when you fold it up, you have a nice picture of the alternate mode, and the instructions are kind of meh. They're kind of meh. Like where the head actually folds out, this is a little bit weirdly shown, you know. We have this part here. I mean, they really tried with the angles, with the arrows, and also with the highlighted parts and everything. But like the leg transformation, you will see that in a bit. is actually pretty bad. I think that's pretty bad, and they are missing out a lot of steps, especially back from bot to car. And that's the interesting part. Did you see that? Like, will go from this to this. I don't know if this is supposed for the head or if this is supposed for the arms, but back here the head is in here, and here it's back up. I suppose it's for the head, but the arrow is just weird. So I don't know. They worked very narrowly, but only very narrowly. But that's for instructions. Don't ask me for which episode, but he comes with his speakers that can be attached in his alternate mode. Of course, we will look at that too. Chrome all over with a nice enough sculpt on the inside with some, looks like some membrane or some antenna stuff. Pretty nice, very thorough. Paint chip here, that's bad. But they look rather nice. They come in twos, and you plug those right into the little screw holes on the back here, which have been done a little bit deeper, like, you know, they're just really stuffed the screws in there, so you can angle those in here, like you really need to stuff them in here. And then you have his stereo mode with those. So there's that. Next he comes with his little like entering hook winch thingy, which you can plug into his hand. Some line details here on the side. Interesting detail, the one side of the winch actually works, so you can turn it around and have the actual string rolled tight around it. If you try it on the other side, this turns with it. I don't know why, it's weird, it doesn't work. Chromed hook, and the gray isn't quite gray. The gray is kind of silver-ish, interesting enough. And of course, also fits on his wrist, of course. You open up the hand, bring the hand back in, close this down, and you use these piston-like thingies and you just clip it in, and then he has his grappling hook on the arm. And finally his gun. Enough liner details, pretty bang up job on molding it for jazz. That looks really nice, and it's got some articulation in here. And you might already guess it, its place is in alternate mode. We have these little nudges. It's better when you see it this way. These nudges, this is where it's coming in. So you have this position and you jam it below here in the alternate mode, put it in here and flip it in here, press it down, and you have it in here. And as we can see, kind of, it still has the clearance, so it kind of rolls. It slides a little bit, but only a little bit. Anyway, it works and it can store the gun. Gun also fits inside his hand, I suppose. I didn't try it, but we're gonna do it. I'm gonna put this in here. Yep, packs right in. And it's pretty secure. What the hell? Okay, but he can't dual wield it. That is like below his shield, like holstered. That's a little bit bad, but holds. And seemingly every masterpiece or shooting for masterpiece figure needs a collector card, and this is bad. Like, the format is wrong. This side is too long. The print looks cheap. There's a wrong print here, like a yellow point. It's the thinnest material, text specs on the back. This side is kind of visually appealing, like these angled retro grid. Not too many guys have done that, but yeah. If you got a little album where you can store it, here's your collector card. So let's go ahead and talk about the car. And the car is rather glorious. I gotta give it to them. Like I said, it's a little too pimpin' for me because those rims are just way too big. But the car is rather glorious. It is no doubt a Porsche, and it looks good. You see a little bit of technical details on the inside, but it's okay. It doesn't quite pack in totally. Getting it back from robot to car is a catastrophe, mainly because of this, like these panel bits here. To get this in between with this, I don't know how long I tried, guys, but no, absolutely no. Anyway, details. My man Dan put an Autobot symbol on it. It's driving me crazy. It's driving me crazy. I would love to rip it off, but dude, it's yours. Not doing that. Anyway, nice front, nice details. Martini Porsche on the front, black details here. The headlights are see-through. We have Bilstein shock absorbers, Bosch electric shell, all original. Good thing it's third party. Those guys couldn't care less for this. Turbolader on the side with some smaller here. I can't read that, it's a little bit roughed off. Martini, the 4, Dunlop, Martini Porsche on here. The original logo. This is pretty much the little original Bang Up logo on Martini. Intense. Martini Racing, the nice stripe going all the way front to back. Also the stripe design on the sides here, that's looking really sharp. That's looking really sharp. And just the thing that it's really free, you know? It actually rolls and it's clean from the back. Like you can have maybe thinking that those are some kind of diffusers or shock absorbers. That worked really well. We have the exhaust here, more details on here. And it's painted throughout. Problem with the paint is since you really have to break around it and on it in order to fix it, you will have some rub stuff on the edges and here, and it's a little bit sad. It's a little bit sad because otherwise this is a super clean Porsche. Also, I will not compare it with Generation Toy Jazz. I would love to show it to you, but those guys that watch my channel, what's up everybody that's new to this thing, I'm not transforming this guy again due to my little breakup thing. The story behind that is over here. So yeah, kind of a little 360. I told you last time I'm not doing this anymore. So what you want to see, you can have here. It's looking pretty good from every side. Like I said, there's just some knarching involved. You guys use so many German words. I'm going to put stuff in here that's German, and you guys can maybe use it yourself. But yeah, it's looking rather nice. Those don't pack quite in, so you just get a little bit wide angled, but otherwise this car is looking pretty superb. From the top it's all put through, and below you see a lot of bot details, but I think with this guy there's no other way around it. And like I said, rolls pretty much. Oh cool, it's doing the curve too. I don't know why. I don't know what's the problem with this now, but he can do the curve. Interesting. Anyway, let's try and get this guy transformed. First call of action. You split it from the back, which works pretty well. Then you go ahead, split the back wings, or the back totally, and you pick apart this guy. Then you open up these flaps up here and up here. Try and get some space in here, maybe also flip up, because these are the knees and you need to get them out shortly. Then you can already extend the legs. Works rather nice. And now we start with the actual train wreck, because you need to flip this wing back and you need to disconnect this the best way that you can. This worked rather well. Because now we need to disconnect this here. This window is packed in here. So I would say, or I think it's hard. The instructions are not too clear. You try your best and disconnect this guy here. And also here. Then you have this out and this flips inside. It does it pretty automatically, just so you know. Then you make sure you flip this out. This is the foot. This is on this weird arm on the inside here. And you need to have, this is actually not movable, but what you need to do is, there's a kind of lid. This is supposed to go over here. And a little portion that goes in, I don't know, where was it? It's just so weird. Right, on the back here. So you flip this down, and this kind of has to be wiggled down and in. I tell you, it's not working very well. I hate the transformation. The transformation and the engineering is not getting good points on this. I will spoil you so much. So you need to work this down, and then this goes down and it packs into this port here. And this goes here. And this is what your legs is supposed to look like now. This wheel arch fender is supposed to look like this. I think it looks rather dumb. I did it the first time around like slit down and then deliberately mistransformed like this. I think it looks better. You need to know what you want to do. You straighten this guy out and you have to put this in here, like so. That's almost already it for the first leg. So you have this guy, like I said, and this is supposed to solidify the leg. We have this slider in here. I don't quite know what's that for. It moves here, but it's not really described very well what it's supposed to do. I believe this is supposed to close it, and this is supposed to have it open and kind of in a level with this, you know? So I can't tell you any way better, but you put this in here and this gets this in here, so you have the knee closed off. And you do all of this times 2, and you already see that this is a little bit loose, but yeah, that's how it goes. Then we start on the upper body. Take this a little bit out of the way, and you try your best to get the arms out of here, like this. Bring this flap down, bring this out of the way. Then you take the wheels, get those out of the way, and you make sure you have the doors out of the way a little already. Bring the arms around on these weird armatures, we're getting to that, and bring that out of the way. I think folding them down is the best, yeah. Then you fold the wheels over and in and kind of back in on this slider. It's just so, it's so tight in here, everything. It's not fun. It's not a fun transformation. You need to wiggle it all aside from each other. It's not fun. And you also need to make sure you utilize the correct arm. There are 2 arms here, 2 double joints. I used the wrong one here. You see how this looks and you see how this looks. It's supposed to look like this on this side. So you put this out, you wiggle this around, back in here. I'm deliberately doing no cut here, just so you see how bad this transformation is. The transformation is not even getting any honorary point, I'm telling you so far. And when you've done, it's supposed to look like this. And then the ball pack comes out. So there's that. Put it back in and we continue. You then divide the roof from the doors and from the front. Here you make sure you have the arms all the way down, and there's this armature that's kind of helping you to get a little bit more space. You can flip out the head and bring this through here. There was a little bit of a stopping thing going on. I don't know why this guy is so super loose now. This is extremely weird. I don't know why. Then if you see that, tell me if you got this problem. I don't know what this is. But you fold the windows in, you fold this back, you have a slider here too. You can bring this in, slide them in. Same on this side. And you have them angled like here. Then you fold this in over and in between here, and that already secures it a little bit. Then we come to the arms, and that too is a catastrophe. You saw what I did. You rotate this 180 on both sides, and then it says you need to put, I believe, I need to recheck that. Right. The back one needs to go under here first. So you take the arm and you wiggle this thing under here as good as you can. And then you take this and you kind of come. It's not good. It's not good at all. And then you come over here and under here. So this is what it's supposed to look. It's secure, but it's weird. And you repeat this on the other side. And then only the arms remain. You pull these out, you open the arms, standard masterpiece procedure. You flip those out, bring those down, flip out, open, out, down. I clean it up, we'll take a look at it. Although, what I forgot, this is all secured, but this thing is missing. And you need to bring this out, bring this up, and this kind of slides in this pack here. So this is now how he looks. So, we got Jazz. The head is like on this weird armature. It's giving him a lot of up, also a little bit of down. I don't know if it's supposed to be this loose. There's no detail if it's supposed to pack in. Oh yeah, there's a pack. I just see that there's a pack on the front here and on the back here. I don't know how I'm supposed to get it in here, but I'm trying. With a lot of force forward, you can get it in there, but it's not secure. It's not secure. It still goes back and forth. You see it's in the position, but it's not secure. And when you press it down, you unhook the back. I think it's a mess. I think it's a mess. Super paint chip here. Dan told me this guy cost 60 bucks. I would not pay it. I would not pay it. This guy says it's supposed to be a masterpiece, but no, not one bit. I thought about buying him. I'm not going to. I think he's horrible, pretty much. But okay, the style comes through though. The style comes through. Immense. Let's call it front pack. All the color comes through nicely. The details come through nicely. The head sculpt. The head sculpt is actually really, really beautiful. Bang up job. Looks straight up like Jazz. Beautiful. Little soft on the details for nose and mouth. Little dead on the eyes there. I think the silver of the face, if they pulled it through up to the forehead, then this would have been way better. Due to the fact it's not packing in really nicely, you get a lot of up and down, but yeah. Proportions are rather weird, like super wide and short. Black, white on the arms, also a little bit from the car. The detail on the abdomen looks nice. Also that the wheels come through here, that looks rather cool. Right on the waist, details on the car here. The silverish gray, like I said, comes through here. And rather clean from the back. So he looks kind of nice, but the proportions. Anyway, articulation. If the head would have been stuck on this front piece here, like so, you heard that, then you would have almost nothing on this ball. So this is pretty much the extent of the ball if it would be in place. Since it's not in place, you get all of this and you get all of this. So all around on the arm, no butterfly, 90 degree on the elbow, bicep swivel on the cut on the shoulder here, weirdly toleranced hand, swivel on the wrist, typewriter hands pinned on the base, same on the other side. Extremely limited waist rotation, like even if you get those weird side thingies out of the way. It's still limited due to the doors, so there's that. The front sheet gets out of the way in one motion. I don't like this front one bit. And even with that, you don't get the full split, front and side. Still in the way. So yeah, only if you go around it. Single jointed knee doesn't get you even 90 degrees. That's bad. Bicep swivel around the universal. And a little bit of an outside and inside rocker, and a little, I don't even know if that's an actual ankle pivot or if that's a tolerance. But there's that. And no, it wasn't tolerance. It doesn't even do it this way here, but the rocker comes here. So yeah, there's that. You can have an alternate configuration for the doors, but apparently you need to unplug the arms. Let's just see if we can do it any way, shape or form differently, but I don't think so. You need to get these out to the side, and you get... Why was I supposed to get the arms out of this configuration? Because with the slider and everything it works. The instructions are weird. So there's him with a wing view. So that works easy. Anyway, I would say we head on back for some articulation examples and also for a little bit of concept comparison. Then we are already out of here, right? So yeah, fairly limited articulation, but let's see what we can do. Let's bring that front shield up, this out, this back, this to the side, this one here, this one rotated a little bit to the front, up. It could work just around a little bit. He's more a little bit like jogging, but it works. Doesn't look too good, but it works. So there's that. You don't get a lot of an A stance, so that is bad. But with a flight stand, I think you could make it work. You know, put the gun in here. Have it in a little bit of a battle ready walking pose, or just straight up shooting. So there's some stuff you can do with the guy, but not too well, I would say. Not too well. I'm not a fan of this thing, but if you are, more power to you. Anyway, the only comparisons needed. Here he is with one of his Autobot car brethren. Here we got MP Wheeljack, the original, not the Plus. And of course, here we got a Masterpiece Optimus Prime. Here we got Transform Elements OP Leader. And that works, I would say. Like, in my mind, Wheeljack always was maybe a little bit taller than Wheeljack, but yeah, there's that. I think that works. So there you go, guys. Transform and rollouts. Agent Meister. Is he good? It sounds weird. We do it the same way as with Geiger Power's Grimlock last week. In places. Like, the box is, yeah, it's protective. There's clamshell in there, but that's about it. The materials on this guy feels nice. I believe there won't be much breakage involved. The paint overall is nice, although that monster chip on the knee is super discouraging. That's not good. And also that the edges come off. That's not too cool. Articulation is limited, very limited. Like running, other poses, The accessories are good. They attach how you're supposed to, and I believe you can have them in good poses if you want a masterpiece display. The bot mode overall is kind of good. You have a little bit of see-through in the back, like I didn't show you that, but you know, a little bit. You can have the doors out, which works easy, and inside works too. Card is super cheap. The instructions are not too well, and the alternate was just a 2-bit pimpin' to me. Like rubber tires and all is nice, you know, and all the sponsors on there are nice too. But I don't know. The wheels are they're just too thick, you know, a little bit of thick boy going on. Just looking if I have forgot anything. Playability is not good, not one bit. I wouldn't transform him back and forth if I would need it, not for the life of me. But overall, I would say he's kind of fine. I mean, he closes off better in co-op mode than Marquee Toys, you know, but Marquee Toys is kind of quality. And when we look how this guy as Hover was doing the rounds in the internet and how the people were looking forward to this guy, he's from another age. Like, I don't need an app crunch deliberately. I need my app crunch, you know, but it's the standard nowadays. It's doesn't have that. Then we have this weird armature for the arms. No butterfly. Most people have this nowadays. Proportions are weird. Like the front would have been comprised a little bit more, a little bit collapsed more, I mean. And the knee is not double jointed, which is also bad. The feet are the only thing of die cast. The paint there is a little bit sloppy on there. So there are a lot of problems with it. And you can get him for a small margin. That is good, but I wouldn't pay it, and I don't recommend him. I don't. So yeah, that's the only thing I can tell. But anyway, now I'm sure. So thanks for Dan for loaning this guy to me, so I was able to finally check him out. And thanks for you guys for checking this guy out, you know, and me. And until next time, I can only tell, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like, please subscribe, I would appreciate it. And head over to my Instagram for daily toy news. There's a lot of it daily. And also head over to our Collectors Bay YouTube channel, Voice of Chaos podcast weekly, until further notice, if there's something else. And also our Patreon, if you like to support us in any way, shape or form. Also on my Teespring. T-shirts from me are now a thing. So 2 guys already bought this. Thank you very much. Make sure you tag me somewhere. I would love to see it. Okay guys, so again, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. See you next time. Tuesday, Voice of Chaos. Dan and me are on our way to TF Robots in the Netherlands. So just so you know, but a little thing is coming Tuesday. Keep your eyes peeled. Again, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Have a nice week. Bye.